let's discuss some parts of e-learning development as well. While we were talking about the design aspect of it, the question that must have struck you is it going to be too expensive? Is it going to be quick to develop? But you did not worry, because we have e-learning, rapid e-learning development in place. And if you use authoring tools, rapid authoring tools, it is going to give you a certain edge when you are trying to develop e-learning courses. Few years ago, when e-learning was getting started in the corporate sphere, e-learning did not get popularity instantly, which is surprising because it's so beneficial. But the reason behind that was only certain kinds of training, certain kind of organizations could afford it. It needed an army of developers and coders to program these e-learning courses, which are more or less slide-based PPT courses. Uh, because of authoring tools, because of their popularity, we see that e-learning is gaining more acceptance in the corporate sphere. And authoring tools do make it very easy for course development. They speed up the process, they cut down the developmental cost, oftentimes by 40 to 60%. It's very easy to create and update an e-learning course using authoring tools. Also, authoring tools come with their own set of features that are going to help you at different aspects in different ways. E-learning courses are developed, whether you want translated courses into, whether you want to translate courses into multiple languages, whether you want to maximize your resources in your development team, whether you want custom made e-learning, whether you want a responsive output, everything can be done easily, quickly through authoring tools. Now, speaking of authoring tools, one of the questions that we face most is which authoring tool should we use? Which is the best authoring tool? Because there are so many options out there, it's hard to pinpoint on one. And if you are going to ask me which is the best authoring tool, the best answer that I can give you is it depends on your own requirements. Your choice of authoring tool will depend on what you want out of it. If you have a project where the e-learning course has to be rolled out in multiple languages, you want an authoring tool which can give you translated courses easily. If you want an authoring tool that if you want a e-learning course which is custom made, which is very interactive, you want to select an authoring tool that can easily give you that. And on the flip side, there are authoring tools which can give you rapid output, which can give you immediate course conversion from ILT material to e-learning courses. Here are some of the considerations that you need to make while selecting an authoring tool. The first and foremost is the training requirement. Whether you want rapid conversion from ILT materials to e-learning, whether you want quick translations or converting Flash to HTML or getting mobile responsive design, these are the training requirements that are going to drive you towards selecting a particular authoring tool best suited to fill those requirements. You can also make the choice based on whether or not you want collaborative authoring. Many of the older authoring tools used to be desktop based and had limited licensing, so only a few authors could work in a certain project at the same time. But now we see a popularity in online authoring tools, in cloud based authoring tools, which encourage multiple and collaborative authoring, where multiple authors can work together simultaneously in the same project. Many authoring tools give you online review apps like Lectora and Articulate. If you have multiple subject matter experts who are going to conduct your reviews, it's easier to select a tool which gives you that feature. Your team composition, your IDs, your developers' choice is also going to make a considerable uh, uh, give you a needs to be considered when you are going to select an authoring tool. So between all these choices, there are some popular authoring tools in market that we use, which are very popular among e-learning developers. One of them is Articulate 360. It's a suite of tools that is used for creating a range of responsive e-learning courses from low to high interactivity. It comes with two e-learning authoring tool. One is Storyline 360 and one is Rise 360. Storyline 360 is ideal for creating highly interactive courses. If you want animations, scenarios, if you want your courses to be customizable, then you can go ahead and start with Storyline 360. On the flip side, Rise 360 is a cloud-based authoring. If you want quick output, if you want mobile-first e-learning program, Rise 360 will be the choice of authoring tool you should go for. We also have Adobe Captivate, which was the first tool to introduce immersive learning, which gave inbuilt VR-based templates to create immersive learning experience. It is used for creating highly interactive courses. It is used for creating interactive simulations and has always been a champion of rapid e-learning. We also have Lectora, which has recently updated its tools. It is if you are looking for a authoring tool that can give you multiple language conversions, translations, Lectora is very good for that. It has a multilingual switchable interface. It has a VR-based authoring tool called Scenario VR. So if you have those requirements, Lectora Inspire can be a choice of tool for you. And last but not the least, we have iSpring Suite Max, which is also recently updated, and it has always been a champion of rapid e-learning development. If you have a lot of ILT materials, if you have PPT text that you want to change into e-learning courses, if you want to make that happen really quickly, you can look for, you can use iSpring Suite for that. It is so easy to use this tool that even instructional designers can use it. And speaking of instructional designers, while you are making a choice of authoring tool, it is very important to count their opinions into effect. Your instructional designers and your developers are the ones who are actually going to use these tools. So their expertise, their experience, what tool they are comfortable in is also going to be a determinant when you are selecting an authoring tool.